In this episode of the Tequila Hombre, we're taking a look at and doing a tasting and review of Espanita's Blanco expression right here on the Tequila Hombre, coming up next. Hello and welcome to this episode of the Tequila Hombre. Thank you so much for tuning in, taking time out of your day to check out this, taking a look at and doing a tasting review of Espanita and their Blanco expression. I also want to let you know that even though the bottle was given to me for this review, this will be an unbiased review. If I don't like it, I will be straightforward and tell you I don't like it. If I love it, I'll tell you I love it. This is an unbiased, straightforward, truthful review. All right, so let's get into how this tequila is made. It is made at NOM 1467, which is, distillery name is Imposoro Rombo. Like, let's get ready to rumbo. All right, enough silliness. It is located in Acatic, Jalisco, which is the Los Altos southern region of Jalisco. That means it is the more southern region of the highlands, and they call it the kind of the gateway to the highlands. It is the first area that you hit as you go into the highlands from Jalisco. So it is, if the NOM sounds familiar, it is because, excuse me here, they also used to make Cabo Wabo. This particular bottle was made at that distillery. This was back when Cabo Wabo was actually tasty. And I think this was like the second or third distillery that Cabo Wabo selected. They're on to a different distillery now, and it's, well, quite frankly, not as good as it used to be. I enjoy these bottles. If you do find them on the shelf, they're worth picking up. The distillery did make a great tequila for that brand. So, how is Espanita made? Okay, it is made using Highlands agave. So what you can expect from that is to get a sweeter and a fruitier taste from the Highlands agave. That's the typical characteristics that you'll find when Highlands agave are used. Once the agaves are harvested and processed, they are then cooked in hornos, which are stone brick ovens using steam. And then after they are done being cooked, they use a roller mill to extract the sugars from the agave. And then it is then fermented in stainless steel tanks. And then they 2 times distill it in copper pot stills, which is really nice production. The way it's supposed to be made, you can either use the Tahona for the extraction or the roller mill. A lot of distilleries are using roller mills, but it is acceptable and produces good tasting tequila typically. So let's now take a dive down and take a look at the bottle and hit that part of our review. Diving down and taking a look at the bottle now. It is on the top, it has the sun and the moon with the stars, which is pretty cool on the cap. And then it's got this neat little design with the E for Espanita, a little plastic seal on it. And then as you scroll down, it has the sun and the moon built into the glass, etched into the glass or sticking out of the glass. And then sun and the moon are all over this, which I like that. I love the sun and the moon things. And then it says Los Altos, which is the Highlands, traditionally crafted Espanita Tequila, made in Mexico. It has stars in the moon. This is a beautiful label. They did a really great job on the presentation of the label. It says small batch made, and estate bottled. And then it has information of the distiller, what lot it is, percentage of alcohol by volume is 750 milliliters. And then it has Espanita Tequila and all this stuff embossed into the bottle. And then at the bottom it says Tequila Blanco, 100% Puro de Agave, double distilled, which means that's the 2-time distilled thing we talked about earlier. And then it talks all about the Blanco, how it's made, 100% pure agave, which is what you want to see on any tequila you drink, and then the web address, and then who it's imported by, and then, of course, your government label and your NOM number with your CRT stamp. It's a very nice presentation on this bottle. I really think they did a great job on putting the label together and doing the presentation for the bottle. All right, so let's see if what's inside is as nice as the bottle is. And we're back. And are you ready to rumbo? Well, I am, so let's take a look at, do a tasting of the Espanita. Here we go. All right. It's got a nice seal on it. It is an artificial cork, as you can see, so we don't have to worry about the cork drying out or any evaporation. And so let's pour ourselves some. All right. Got a nice pour going there. Let's seal this up and put this away so I don't accidentally knock it over. Spill it. That's the last thing I want to do. All right, so let's see how this thing looks and coats the glass. So as you can see, look at all the legs and the tears that are coming down on this glass from this tequila. So it has got a nice viscosity. You can tell it's going to be like a nice creamy, oily mouthfeel on it. It is crystal clear. Looks beautiful. So let's see what we got on the nose. Beautiful cooked agave nose on it. It is, it's got a little mineralness to it too. It's a little herbalness to it. It's kind of herby. I'm getting like hints of dill from it. The cooked agave though really shines on it. It's really nice. And it has that briny saltiness, like for when you open up an olive jar, if you smell the briny liquid that's inside there, it's got that salty kind of briny smell to it too, which is beautiful in a Blanco. Or all right, so I'm really enjoying the nose, the aromas on this. Let's see what the tastes like. It definitely has a creamy, oily mouthfeel to it, which I enjoy. A little bit of heat, not too hot, not too overbearing. I think it complements the flavor profile nicely. I'm getting definitely lots of cooked agave, which is good. You want the cooked agave to be the hero of a Blanco. It definitely is the hero here. I'm getting some side notes on it as well. It's got a little mintiness to it, which is kind of refreshing. Definitely kind of grassy vegetal notes coming from the cooked agave. And there's a little fruitiness in there too. I'm getting like grapefruit fruitiness. But you get that cinnamon baked baking spices from the agave, and it has that nice grassiness from it as well. So this is a really nicely made tequila. I enjoy this. I think it's really good. Does it make my top 10? No. But is it something that I'll put on my shelf and will sip on occasionally or use it for margaritas? Absolutely. And for the price, I mean, honestly, it is a great value tequila for the price. I've seen it around here for around $24, $25. I've seen people post on in my group on Facebook, Tequila Talk, that they found it for $15.99, which if I saw it for that price, I'd buy a bunch of it. It's a steal at that price and would be great to sip on occasionally on a hot day. If you just want a good Blanco to sip on and don't want to pull out one of the more expensive ones, this would be a great Blanco to sip on, or it would be great to use in margaritas and cocktails. So I definitely recommend it. If you see it, pick some up. I don't think you'll be disappointed with it. It's enjoyable. Well, that is pretty much it. If you like this review, please click the like there button. Give us a good like there. Don't forget to subscribe. I've got some great other content coming up in the future, some great reviews, as well as some other informational videos that will I'm sure you will enjoy. And don't forget to comment and like and subscribe, because the more you comment, like, and subscribe, the better chance you have of winning one of our giveaways that will be coming up shortly. And that is pretty much it for this review. So as I usually say, life is too short to drink bad tequila, so I'm going to finish this one. Salud.